Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to Planning with Jamie. I'm so glad you're here today. Today we are in our Erin Condren 7x9 dashboard planner. So this is the new planner that came out with this last release. I have been using it for all things business-wise, so all things Planning with Jamie. So that means Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, my sticker shop, like all of it. And it has been working out really, really well. So the one thing I haven't done so far is utilize any of the monthly. This came to me after the beginning of July, and so I couldn't get it like pre-filled out the way I would have wanted to, but we're just gonna pick up. We're gonna make this happen. So I decided for once, I'm actually going to like make it all decorative for the monthly, and I'm gonna try to pre-plan out exactly what my schedule is. I have tried this in the past, you guys, and oh my gosh, like my life just gets so busy and stuff that it's hard sometimes. Or the issue I'm having right now is, I don't know if Adobe Illustrator did an update this week, but I have been struggling with Adobe Illustrator this week. And that's where I do my designs and print and cut, and like, that's kind of the main hub for a lot of my stuff. So I need it to work. Okay, so August 2025, what we're going to use is this gorgeous Kit 368. So it has little bows that look like pencils. It's a school themed one, and I thought that was really good for like an office type theme too. So I pre-printed August up there for me. So I have the main page. I have the date cover-ups, which we'll see if I use these. Part of me wants to put what my schedule is going to be for those dates. And then we have all of the boxes and icons. And again, we'll see if we use these. So I think what we are for sure using is this first page. So we are going to turn this upside down is my best way to put these headers up here. If I am talking weird, I have a sore on the side of my tongue. I don't know, my body must be stressed. I don't feel stressed, but my body must, because like my skin's been breaking out. And then usually when I sleep, like I grind my teeth and it can make a sore on the side of my mouth. And so I'm assuming that happened last night. And minus Adobe Illustrator, I have not been stressed. So I'm a little surprised by like all the outward symptoms that my body is doing of stress. And it's almost stressing me more, which is kind of funny, but yeah, so if I'm talking weird, that is why. I don't know, it hurts. But I also want to film this stuff, and I also need to just prep, you know, mentally what all needs to get done on what day. So I went through and I made this really messy copy of like what I would want my week to look like, and tried to figure out what days that I need to like be filming or editing or all that kind of stuff, to try to like time block all of my stuff. Just because the pure fact that we're going to use these blues down here at the bottom. I don't know. I asked at work if I, for tax season, can go down to part-time, and basically it almost sounds like no. So she said like somebody else would also want to go down to part-time, which I feel like I told her a person, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So I'm also just trying to get over it and figure out like, what does life look like with mom staying full-time? I don't know. It's not working how it is right now. So, and I feel like I could do this pace for like 6 more months and I would be fine, but it's not ideal by any means. And oh, I need to grab my weekly, like week of labels. All right, so I have one that's partially used. So this right here is week 32. So we're gonna get these laid into. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, like I can either sit here and pout about it, or I can just like figure out how to make our life work with it. And that's what I'm gonna do. Is it enough that I would change my job over it? No. The whole goal was to get rid of Rachel, you just ordered from me. Thank you so much. I'm gonna start working on that right after I film this video. So anyways, I am going to, sorry, my watch came through with that is what made me say that. I wanted to get rid of that drive. I did. I told them I wanted to be part-time in the future, and I don't know. So I'm a little bit sad if it truly can't happen. And I guess long-term we'd figure out what this looks like for our family. But for now, we're just gonna make it work. We're gonna figure out like what our new normal looks like with this. So it'll work out. I'm gonna put week 31. No, I'm not, because I'm missing it there. Let me see if my other one has week 31. Oh, it definitely does. Here we go. Let's put week 31, because I don't think I'm gonna cover those up. I think we're gonna be on vacation that week, and I want to be able to pre-plan all my videos and stuff. So I have been working my butt off. I'm taking everything with me on vacation, because sometimes that's kind of the best time to work, because there's not like running the kids around and making supper and all that kind of stuff. Like there's just more freedom. Okay, let's put our side box in here. And for that, I like to go upside down. Well, no, let's go this way. I feel like lining it up over here will be a little bit easier. There we go. That is so cute. I love these colors together. Like they're really, really cute. All right, then down here in the corner, I like to put what kit number this is. So we're gonna pull that up. So my two daughters had all the neighborhood girls come over and spend the night last night, have a big old sleepover. And they were up late. You know, that's the fun of a sleepover, right? So finally at midnight, I said, hey, everybody needs to sleep. Like, that's enough. And so they did really good, but it's kind of funny because, oh, wow, am I struggling. Like I am tired. Even though I think some of it is just, I'm like mentally drained, but I went to bed, I think it was like 2 this morning, and I was up by 6. And I purposely did that though. Like I have some free mornings, so when I do that, I try to, for planning with Jamie, just pull like an all-nighter or stay up as late as I can to be able to work uninterrupted, and it helps a lot. So I got quite a bit done last night, but yeah, that Adobe Illustrator is like crashing and corrupting my files, and I don't know. I think I figured it out this morning. Like I've been at it for hours trying to figure it out. I was getting ready to call support, but it's also the weekend, so I'm not quite sure if they're open. But I don't know. It seems like so far it is working. It's hard because if you are a content creator, you know, like memory and storage is a huge issue. I talk about this in like all my recent videos. And I save everything to an external hard drive, so it shouldn't boggle down my computer. And I don't know, I feel like with whatever last update happened, it changed a whole bunch of settings. Same with my phone. Like my phone keeps on going into like focus and do not disturb mode, and I keep turning that off because I've never utilized it, and then it will do it again, and I'm just like, it makes so certain functions don't work that I use all the time, which is why I have Apple products, is for some of the convenient functions such as AirDrop and everything. So yesterday, just to AirDrop one of my videos and my photos over to my computer ended up taking like 45 minutes. And if you are an Apple product user, you know that usually takes like 10 seconds. So everything is just like bottlenecking. And like I said, I feel like it's an update that possibly didn't update correctly. So our next thing is gonna be to like reverse that update and reinstall it and see if that helps. This is also why I wait to update for a little bit too, because there's always like bugs in the update, like messes. And so I don't know, it's so frustrating when I'm like, I'm focused, I have the time, and then technology is like, hold my beer. So I just make the best of it. I mean, I can still do other stuff. And so like when my computer was trying to like re-update and all this kind of stuff, I can still pre-plan out what kits are gonna be what patterns, and pre-plan out like sitting down and doing this type of thing, which is helpful for my business. Reorganizing stuff. I mean, just a whole bunch of stuff. I put some oops bags together, and I'm not quite sure exactly how I want to sell these oops bags. I organized them based on size, because I feel like you either have A5 or you have a 7x9. But that being said, like, some of the oops are, the color is a little bit wrong. Some is like, it didn't consistently for all stickers cut. And so you might have to like use scissors a little bit. Some is they didn't cut around the outside, so I had to, and I don't like when it's like an uneven cut. And so then I make it as a oops, like a discounted price for y'all. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, and there's a few that I feel like just quit cutting like 3/4 of the way through, or even 90% of the way through. And so there might be a few stickers that are not cut. My my silhouettes like to do that to me every now and then. Like they'll just lose the Bluetooth connection in the middle of it, and it's not very convenient to just try to cut like 6 cuts out of 100. And so I don't know. Technology has not been my friend. Okay, so if we are going to use these number ones up here, I think I need to find number blocks for that. We will see. In my sticker book, I have a whole section of just numbers. We'll see if I have like the small numbers or if they're all big. It's looking like I don't have the correct numbers, will be the issue. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do is, we have these little ones that are the exact same thing. I'm just going to put them up there, and then we can write in the numbers. Like I said, I kind of want them up here. Let me write in 27 here so that I don't forget. 28, 29, okay. So I'm really excited though. I feel like stuff is starting to line up. I know, like, I've been complaining about technology, but I still feel like stuff is lining up, like everything is working out. I'm figuring out like the flow of my new cutting machine. Even though there's still hiccups, there's a lot of hiccups with it. I still feel like though, if it's functioning well, like I feel comfortable in the background, like doing the work part. So that's really nice to get to that level. I feel like using Adobe Illustrator, I've gotten really good at. So that, yeah, there's just a lot of really good things that I'm feeling more comfortable and confident. It's just if everything could line up correctly at the same time. Okay, so I think the next thing I need to do is to put my work schedule. And you know what too? We're gonna use, let's use these darker bold ones. I want to put when we're on vacation, and these are kind of perfect for that. So we're just gonna make a big old line across that whole first week. I'd considered making this into a Monday start, but I think the fact that all calendars are Sunday start just keeps me like keeping the Sunday start part. So I didn't switch it. All right. So while we're on vacation though, and I already put out this warning a few weeks back, I won't be home to do any orders. So all orders will be waiting to ship out until we return home. I do have, like, for all my new releases, I have stuff like pre-cut out and stuff to try to help so that there's not like a huge hiccup about this. But I absolutely, I'll respond to comments, I'll respond to messages, stuff like that. But I will not miss out on my family's vacation. That's just part of like being a business owner, is basically that, you know, you take some time off for your family also. Okay, so what I am thinking is to try to put out a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then if I have extra videos, which I do, and this is the hard part, sometimes I have like too many videos and not enough time, but when I have extra videos, then I'll sprinkle them on the in-between days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I need 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 of each of these colors, so I feel like Monday can be one color, Wednesday can be one color, and Tuesday or Friday can be one color. So let's start with pink, because that side box, the sidebar box, is also pink. And should we put at the top or the bottom? This one's gonna throw us off just because it has the week of, but I love that, like, that helps me a lot for planning. Oh my gosh, so we keep getting storms. They're like every 12 hours is what is happening, and it's like torrential downpours. And so we need to get yard work done today and pull some weeds, because between heat and water, like, weeds just like grow. We have tons of thistles. I don't know. I thought like possibly somebody's putting bird seed out that is like the thistle bird seed, but it's just like all over our area, like our yard. And so then too, I don't know if this is a thing, but I'm a little bit suspicious that possibly something with our yard treatment was incorrect. I don't know, because we never have this issue, and we even called them to like treat a little bit more specifically because of it. Okay, so we have that, and then we are going to, in kind of the same area. Oh, we were gonna put in our work schedule. Oops. Squirrel, huh? We'll still get there. But I like the idea of flipping this open and being like, okay, on this week, these are the videos that I need to do, and like to be able to pre-plan. And every time I try to work a few weeks ahead, it never works, you guys, because our schedule changes so much that then I just feel like all that time planning was just a waste. So we'll see how far ahead I can truly work. But like by a few weeks ahead, I mean like for the 7th, I'm already recording the 28th type few weeks ahead. I can do to a certain point, but yeah, I know in the past, like some of the qualms about it. Well, somebody's out mowing, which is funny because my kids had just came in and said it was raining. Oh, well, my husband's running to the Fix-It store. He's putting in a closet system for my teenager, our teenager, it's not just mine, for our teenager. And she wanted like some specific shoe organizers too in there. So he's going to get that for her and gonna grab like a few yard stuff, and then we're gonna get at it when he gets home. Okay, so I think next let's put in our work schedule. And I think too, we're gonna grab one of these blue boxes and we're gonna write vacation. Let's do it right there. We're gonna use our Pigma Micron 10. Beautiful, with a little heart. There, that looks a little bit better. So I want my work in just my work days. I don't need to know my work hours, but I want that in here to let me know like why I'm doing stuff on a certain day. It'll tell me like, yeah, Jamie, you gotta keep it on that day, girly. Okay, so as far as work goes, we're just gonna like peel and stick. We have the 4th, the 6th, the 7th. The whole week before that, I have 3 vacation days, so I don't have to denote any of that. Then we have the 11th, 14th, 15th. This script is really cute. Like, this is so playful up here, and I feel like the script for this work is so cute also. Did I say 11th? Yeah. Another Monday of work. Okay, then we have the 19th. Ooh, I have that Monday off. It's not very many Mondays I get off. I don't know if I mind it or not, but it's just an observation that I've made. And then we're the 21st and 22nd. So I started making a monthly menu this morning too when I was waiting on my computer, because that's the other part of our life that is like taking a toll since I've started working full-time. The only reason why I went to work full-time was to change jobs, to quit driving an hour each way. Like, my transportation time was a minimum of an hour and a half before work and an hour and a half after work, because you have to park so far out, get bussed in, all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to get rid of that, and so I did. But when I interviewed, I also like said my intentions were to be part-time. Is that an option? So I'm a little sad by it, but like I said, I'm gonna make it work, because I do like where I work too. I enjoy the people and I enjoy where I work. So yeah, we're just gonna make this work. Okay, so we have our work schedule in, and then should we get out our YouTube symbols? Okay, I just got a new one out instead of like dealing with it in my little sticker book, because I just feel like this is gonna be easier. Let's just go straight in here. This is gonna be very repetitive, putting a sticker on every single one of these, but I like that I know like that's what I am posting on. Yeah, so meal planning, the one thing also I noticed, like every Thursday I'm working, it lets me see trends over time to try to pre-plan as far as what works or not. So I had considered like every Friday it'll be pizza. Well, guess what? We're home a lot of Fridays. Let me see. Like, I work these 2 Fridays, but otherwise, like, we don't have dance afterwards. I don't know exactly, like, football will be starting and exactly what that schedule will be, but I ended up moving pizza over here to Thursday because I work every single Thursday. And so I figured that's a nice, simple option for my husband when he's helping do all the running of the kids too. So, yeah, I just switched stuff up according to our specific schedule. That's really cute, that black. Okay, over here to Friday. Then I also went back through to see my videos I had filmed. One of them filmed in slow motion. Oh my gosh. Figured out how to fix that one. So that one will still be coming to you guys. But, yeah, I have a lot of videos to like kind of trinkle in here. And I don't know if you guys know, but it takes a long time between planning, filming, editing, uploading, like all this kind of stuff. It takes a significant amount of time. So then let's see. I think next, it doesn't appear like we're gonna use these, so I'm just gonna put them to the side. Okay. So I think next, do I want to just write it in bold? I am considering this. That I could just put like 32 dB for 32, like week 32 dashboard. So let's do that, 32 dB. And let me double check. This should be 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, so every single Monday, my goal is to get the dashboard planner out. Okay, and then, ooh, I like the simplicity of that. That's really nice. Okay, and then on Wednesdays, it's the week at a glance. And then on Fridays, it's the daily duo. So this will be 32DD. So it'll be like the next week. Here is where week 32. It'll be the next week's that I'm working on the week previous, hopefully. Because the whole point of this too is I need it a week in advance. Like I need to be pre-prepped. So 3D, that's supposed to be 32. Okay, let's white out that D part. I think what's throwing me off is, there we go. So 32 wag, and then 33 wag, 34 wag. Okay, and then 35 wag. Wag is week at a glance. Okay, then we're gonna flip over and we're gonna do the daily duos over here. So 33DD, 34DD, 35DD, 36DD. So what, like this seems really simple, but what throws me off so bad is then when you start to get into like around the month, like I have multiple monthlies that I want to get out and stuff. And then suddenly I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get 5 videos out this week. So then it starts questioning like, do I not do the daily duo for that week? And I just do the monthly instead? And the answer is, we're gonna figure it out as we go. That's really the true answer. Like I don't have anything better for you guys. Okay, so then the next thing is what days we want the monthlies. So I was gonna do the personal monthly on the 31st and then the business monthly on the 2nd. And I think those are gonna work out very well still. So let's do a yellow for over here and we'll do a pink over here. I'm just trying to stagger out these colors. So I said personal monthly for the 31st, and that was gonna be pink. So this one should be coming out on the 2nd, like this video that I'm working on right now. Okay. All right, let's put business monthly, and then see how this just starts adding up really, really rapidly. This is a lot of time frame, but I'm really hoping, like I said, like driving down to vacation and stuff, I could just like work is kind of what my goal is. So then the other issue that I kind of have is if we flip back here, I have other videos here that are not scheduled. So the week 32s are, and this week 28's out. So week 28 dashboard and week 29 dashboard, I need to get out somewhere. So what'd I say? Week 28 dashboard, week 29 dashboard. What if we move this one over one? Did week 28, 29, 32? That is a little bit crazy. We're gonna push some of those the week before. Let's just leave this. This is a very busy week. So then in July is when I need to pull those. So let's go and look here. So this week we already have them scheduled. So this week I need to do the 28th and I need to do the 29th dashboard. So that'll work out. I'm good with that. Okay, another thing that I think we could put is every Monday is payday. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna need one more. I provide 4. Oh, that's gonna work out. I'm gonna put it right above the week. That's kind of cute. Then I know I have money ones. They're not here. They are towards the back here. There we go. Right here is the correct size for those. There we go. That's cute. I love it. Oh, I need one more because YouTube is also on the 21st if you hit your threshold. So we're just going to put that there in case I do. Like, we're just going to bring it into premonition. I don't think I have any subscriptions due in August. Okay, so I let the dog outside and played for a little bit, and then I forgot to push start recording. So I think the only things I ended up doing since then is I put movie icons down. I don't recall if I did that before or after I let her out. So every Monday I get paid, like I have it set for my businesses to pay me on every Monday. And then YouTube pays on the 21st of the month if you meet the threshold. If you don't, then it just stays in there for the next month until you meet that threshold. And you can change your threshold, but really I'm fine with it. I have also considered like switching this to be in once per month too, but I guess it doesn't really affect me either way. So I just leave it how it is. I think that's how it ended up just setting itself up, and I was fine with it. So then the other thing I did, we had the personal monthly up here and the business monthly up here for August. I ended up pre-scheduling it for September down here because it's like the first of the month is the next day. So it's like you have to get it in, like get it going. And then I tried to think like, is there a consistent day of the week that I can sit down and have it as a filming day? So then I know other days are like orders, because like here will be orders mostly because I only work one of those. And so yeah, we'll mostly do orders on Tuesday, and then maybe I could do like design days on Wednesday because I have half of those off. Usually orders trump designing every single time though. I want to get you guys' orders out. So I think the safe bet right now is on Sundays having filming days, and we'll kind of see how that works out and we'll go from there. My goal is I work 3 days per week. That leaves 4 days open. Those 4 days are never open. We are so busy. But my goal is like 2 of those are doing stuff for my family, like grocery shopping, errands, housework, all that kind of stuff. And the other 2 are like hardcore working, planning on Jamie. So I'm trying to get set hours and kind of find that work-life balance, because right now it's just like work 24/7. All right, if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.